Okay, let's take a few minutes and talk about how we can add a navigation bar to our app using this jQuery mobile library. What you should have done is replaced your index.html file with the code from Pastebin, and you'd get what looks like this. I have here 5 very simple pages. There's virtually nothing on them, just a little bit of text. And you can see that when I load this and run the index.html, I'm getting just this page 1 text. It says, this is page 1, what did you expect? Okay, so not a lot of fancy formatting here. What we want to do is create an easy way to navigate between these pages. Of course, these pages hold limitless possibility. You can put videos, images, links to other sites, all kinds of stuff into these pages once you get them linked together. So here's how we can do this. I'm going to go to page 1 and I'm going to create a new div here, which is going to be my nav bar. Okay, so this will be niv, and the data role, fortunately, is just nav bar. Okay, and with that, now the nav bar itself lives as an unordered list. Okay, so I'm going to create an unordered list here, and each element in the list is one of the sort of pieces to the nav bar. Now each of those can be a link, right, to another page. So this is my list item. I'm going to set the link to be, in this case, to page 1. Now you'll notice that I've already set up this index file for you so that each page has its own unique ID, page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay, so I'm setting the link there to be page 1. Close my link here and give there some text so that there's a link there. Close the link, close the list item, and close the unordered list. And I also have to close my div here for the nav bar. Now I've only added one tab, if you will, but let's just take a look. I'm going to save this and open my app back up and refresh the page. And you'll see here it is. It says page 1. Okay, and I can click on it and it stays highlighted. It just links me to page 1. Now what I want are several of these. I want like 5 across here that's going to link me to each of the pages. But once I have one, that's pretty easy to do. I'm just going to go back to my code here and I'm going to copy this list item. And I'm going to do it for 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'll change the text for each one and the link for each one. Alright, let's take a look. Look at that, beautiful. So it nicely formats it for me. It puts them evenly spaced across. And now if I click on page 1, it should bring me there. If I click on page 2, okay, it brings me to page 2. Notice that there is no nav bar on page 2. I've only added the nav bar here onto page 1, right? It's only here on page 1. So if I want it to also appear on page 2, which of course I do, I'm going to need to add this code to each of the pages. I'm not going to do that quite yet though. I want to do a little bit of formatting on this nav bar, and I want to show you a couple things you can do to make it look extra pretty. Okay, one of the things we can do is we can add icons to this. Now you've gotten the sense that you can add icons to other buttons. So what we can do here is just in the nav bar, nope, I need to add the icon in the individual list item. So right after the link, right within this link still, after href, I'm going to say data icon, and we'll just make it a star. Alright, so notice where I put that. That's going to be just for the page 1 link right now. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Refresh the page. You can see now there's this cool little star icon. And of course all the standard icons could be used there. By default it's put on top, but you could specify a location to the left or the bottom, wherever you want that icon to be. I'm going to specify I want it on the left, and I'm going to do that for all of the icons, wherever they might be. So to do that I'm going to go up to this nav bar here and I'm going to say data icon position equals left. So the more comfortable you get with the jQuery mobile library, you'll get to learn more and more of these commands and controls that you have. So I'm just illustrating a couple of them for you. Okay, you see now the icon has moved to the left. Another thing I don't really like here is I want this to look, I want it to be dark, I want it to be different colors. So I'm going to wrap this whole nav bar in the header. This page doesn't currently have a header, so I'm going to wrap it in a header. I'm just going to add a div here, say data role equals header, close it off, and then close, here's my nav bar, I'll close it off into the header and save it, and now let's take a look. Alright, I like that a little better. It's kind of dark now and I can still click on these. Alright, now it doesn't solve my problem though here when I go to page 2. So now to solve that, all I need to do, once I'm happy with the formatting of my nav bar, is copy this code, right, including the header, to each of the pages. So I'm going to copy, I'm going to scroll down to page 2, and right in front of my content, I'm just going to paste it. Page 3, right in front of my content, I'm going to paste it. Page 4, I'm going to paste it. And then page 5 off the screen there, I just pasted it. Okay, and I'll save that, and now let's take one more look. Here's our app. I'm on page 1. I can click to page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5. So now they all link and I can navigate around here. So this is pretty powerful, right? Like I can create a whole informational app here if I wanted to, right? This could be like the new form of a book report. This could be all kinds of things. You can combine any of the apps we've made before into any one of these pages. So this is pretty powerful, and we've done it all on a single index.html file, which is really still only like what? It's like 70 lines of code because I've copied and pasted things so many times over. All right, but we're getting this very nicely formatted thing all from this jQuery mobile.